going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Let's see. How's everybody doing? You guys ready for hopefully our first? How's everybody doing? Oh shit. Hey Colton. Colton, I love the comment, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely stay patient. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. Let some other people hopefully come in, and but we'll be getting started soon, Colton. So I appreciate the comment, man. Okay, I got it recording. So just in case if any of you guys can't make the whole live stream, I'll be definitely uploading an edited version. So stay tuned for that. No problem if you can't make the live stream. That's why, you know, even though it's a lot of work to edit down a live stream, I think it's necessary to do because, you know, some people just can't make it. But that's perfectly fine. Not everybody's got the time for that, for a whole 2-hour live stream. So I had a lot of fun editing the last episode of this series, number 40, playoffs against Damian Lillard and Donovan, of course. In game 1 we got smoked. we made it a lot closer than it was at the end, but at the end of the day, I mean, we just got destroyed on the rebounds. Donovan and Portland and company, they beat us for every loose ball. But you know, we just got outworked pretty much. Game 2 started to find our flow. We had a very dominating third quarter defense. That Pelicans defense that we all know and love started to come back and stride a little bit. So we were able to take game 2. And McCollum's shooting about 30% in the series, so Kately doing a great job on him. And in game 3, 18 assists, and Anthony Davis with one of his best stat lines in his career. He's put up a lot of them. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna let some of my friends know that I'm live. I'm gonna text Donovan and Ferran real quick, let them know. Alright, so taking a look at some of the other stats, we're the only team in the West that didn't sweep our opponent. It feels like the top 4 teams in the West, it's a big disparity between the bottom 4 teams, as Denver was really good this year. Let's see, Colton are the characters. So the characters like me, Donovan, Ferran, and Deshaun. You know, Donovan, Ferran, and Deshaun are real friends of mine. Grew up, we played a lot of basketball over the years, so I thought it'd be cool to have a series. If you want, I'll type into the chat right now. I'll give you their Instagrams if you want to follow them. You don't have to, of course, but I know I'm gonna follow you. I always follow everybody back, so. So we got myself, I'm at J23Fits. Donovan is, let me verify, because that would be something I do, is give you the wrong freaking name. I do something like that. Okay, so Donovan is Donovan Gray _ Ferran is go, and then Deshaun's Instagram is let's see. Alright, so there you go. Yeah, all the characters in my series, me, Ferran, Donovan, and Deshaun, we're all just friends, you know, from high school. We played a lot of basketball together over the years, so I thought it'd be cool to make us in 2K, make a story based. I don't know. It was just a cool concept, I figured, and it was the series that got my channel. You got the ball rolling on my channel, so I appreciate you guys. You know, that this is the series that got my channel rolling. And ever since I left for the military, you know, views have been down, but I'm starting to get back on the grind, so I'm having a lot of fun while I do it too. Alright, so I think we'll wait a few more minutes. And make sure you guys let me know if the volume's too low or if I'm too loud or anything like that. So you guys are free to ask any questions or have a conversation. You know, it's a lot of college football on today if you guys watched any of it. I know Ohio State beat Nebraska pretty good. Bama was up big early against Tennessee. I didn't see the second half, but I feel bad for Jalen Waddle, projected first-round pick, and he had a gruesome ankle injury on the kickoff. That was awful to see. And Rutgers wiped the floor of Michigan State. I was very happy to see that. That was hilarious. Flaming Greens, thanks for your message. NCAA 14 Road to Glory. I don't have a day yet, but me and my friend Aiden, we're working really hard on the first episode, and it'll come sooner rather than later. I don't have a day yet for certain, but I know I want to get a little bit farther in the road to 2K first, and the college hoops mode first. I'll definitely drop that because me and Aiden putting a lot of effort into that. A lot of cutscenes, just like the early days of this series. The story's gonna be a little bit weird, maybe not weird, but a little unorthodox. You know, it's a pretty unique story. I don't know how it's gonna go over with you guys. I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy it or not, but you know, on YouTube, one thing I've learned is you got to do something that nobody's done before, especially with sports gaming. Pretty saturated thing on YouTube, saturated subject on YouTube. So just gotta be creative, you know. So I think I can't wait to drop it either. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. So I think we're gonna start. I think we're gonna tip off here against Portland. Up 2-1 in the series, best of 5, so we can close out Portland here in this episode, or this game rather. We haven't rocked the red alternates, so I think we'll do that this game. And Portland hasn't wore their Rip City jerseys, so we'll give them those. All right, time to tip off. It's a best of 5 series. Your Pelicans are up 2-1, and if we can win one more, that'll secure the first playoff series victory here in the series. I'm excited. There's Donnie. He looks ready. He looks ready to try to get another win against us. The Blazers have been really good against us in the series, but we finally have the upper hand here in year 3. Always tough here in the Moda Center to get a win as an opposing team. But I think we're starting to get better with playing under pressure. Our teams look better and better the more the series has gone on. Starting to get more acquainted here with Portland. So here we go. Tip-off about to ensue. The key to this game has got to be just to play good team basketball. I mean, that's when we've looked the best. in game one, Kately and Josh Hart didn't perform well, but in game two, Kately was hot, and even though Josh Hart didn't play well on offense, he still threw plenty of nice passes and played great defense. And it was similar in game three, and we won both those games, so we got to at least get one of them going, Aaron Kately or Josh Hart. We can't afford to have both of them having a bad night. CJ with the first shot of the game. He's shooting about 35% in the series. Gonna pull this one out, reset it. Gotta ease our way into the offense. Easy with a catch and shoot. And that one clangs off the rim. So, Kately and McCollum exchanging misses to begin game 4. And there's Kately playing some defense, smothering CJ, forcing another miss. And here we go. Let's take it. Oh, I meant to dish that into Rashawn Holmes. We'll see if Josh Hart can create. Attacking Bazemore, no good. I'm gonna go over. Oh, I gotta take Donnie, but Lillard's gonna take it all the way, almost an and one. Lillard's had some high shooting numbers, or some high percentage, not high percentage, excuse me. He's had some high point marks this series, but not so much with his percentage. I've been doing a good job on him, and it's pretty interesting how Terry Stotts, the head coach of Portland's been playing it. I've noticed that Lillard is on the court a lot of the time when I'm not on the court. Either that or he'll check back in when I've already been on the court for a long time, and that means that I'm going to have to guard Lillard with tired legs when he comes in fresh. Yeah, you're right. I got to get the ball to AD more. He just had 36 and 18 last game. Let's see. He's going to fade. Oh, there it is. There's a perfect... Oh, he didn't shoot it, though. He takes a step back three. AD off the mark. Not really the shot we were looking for. Trying to be aggressive in the backcourt. It's alright. We'll be alright. I'm totally okay pressuring the ball and picking up a foul or two here and there. Here comes McCollum, struggling in the series. He begins the game 0-3. And we're running. Attacking Lillard one-on-one, almost an and one. I didn't have a very good game 3 from the floor, but I did tally 16 assists. And if I want to get back on track and shoot like I did in game 1 and 2, getting to the free throw line early and often is always a very good plan of attack for anybody. And this Moda center is rocking. But I green light both free throws to get on the board. And another key to this series is going to be, while I'm on the court, we have to play the best as a team. As McCollum gets one to drop. We have to play the best we can as a team whenever I'm on the floor, because we know the bench is so unpredictable. If I can check out of the game with a lead, I'll be very. It's a lot of space. Yeah, shooting under 30% from the 3-point line, not a very good idea there. Okay, McCollum 1 of 5 to begin the game. Here comes Kately. He's got Yusuf and Nurkic on him. Gonna reset. Okay, you can take that, AD. You got Lillard on him. He's a munchkin. My first dime of the day goes over to the unibrow. Here comes Bazemore slashing. Lillard gets a step, and you already know that's money. I got caught flat-footed there. Look at those numbers for the former MVP, Lillard. Not a great start so far for me today. And I should not have helped. Oh man, I am choking here in game 4. Lillard with back-to-back bombs. Let's see if AD can answer back. Yes. Big shot there for the unibrow. Thanks, Mighty Mars. I appreciate the comment. Hope you enjoy the live stream as we try to get the first. Oh no. Whew, caught a break. As we try to get the first playoff series win here in the road to NBA 2K. There's Rashawn Holmes. Nice job moving without the ball. So a couple of positive plays for me personally after starting out the game a little sluggish, a little flat-footed. Here's Donnie on the attack. Good D, good team D. I grabbed the board. I averaged 5.5 rebounds a game on the season. One of the better marks for any point guard across the league as we set up the offense. Yo, looks like a design pick play for Hart as he stops and pops. That one looked bad off his hand. Hart, not the greatest series as I talked about, but as long as Hart can struggle on offense as long as he continues to play good defense. And oh my goodness, Lillard with 3 tray balls to begin this game. This looks like another isolation for AD. I'm a cutter, but I think that's just to clear out that side of the court. Kately's open in the corner, but AD wants to take it. Got 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Gotta go to work. There we go. Nice job, AD. Setting a good screen. Here's my second field goal of the night. So now Donnie, not wanting to answer back, he wants to dish it off to Bazemore, who makes a corner 3. So Portland coming out red hot, especially from the perimeter. Just got to continue to run our offense. Take smart shots. 9 seconds left on the clock. I take another 3. This one is money. So a rare 3-pointer made here in the game for me as I shot below 30% in the regular season. Haven't made one in the playoffs yet, but there we go. I pocket one there. Oh no. Oof, got a break. But Donnie crashing the glass. He's going to force a foul. Offensive rebounds. That's what killed us in game 1. We're doing a better job rebounding the ball as it looks like there's Marcos Luzada Silva checking in from the scorer's table. So I might be heading off here. Yes, I am. And the bench containing a little bit. I check in with a 1-point lead, or a 1-point deficit rather. There we go. Luzada Silva. Oh, he got Michael Luke up in the air. I'm surprised he didn't take that. 5 seconds left. AD, you got to do something. Oh no, here comes a double team, but he spins away from it. What a move from the unibrow. Shooting like Steph Curry. Oh yeah. A rare 3-pointer for sure. I was very surprised I got that to drop. I really don't shoot 3-pointers a lot when I play the games. We got Jonah Bolden at center right now. Good team defense. Thanks for the help, AD. 1 second left. Bazemore forces up a shot that hits nothing but the backboard. So a good defensive possession. Portland starting to cool off a little bit as Rashawn Holmes checks back into the game. See, I don't know if I want Hart on a post-up. I think I'll just rotate the ball around. Let's see. Look at this hook screen. Going out to the corner. 3 seconds left. Take it baseline. I wanted a layup. Yeah, hate that when that happens in 2K. When you want a layup and then your player stops and pops. Speaking of stops and pops, Kent Bazemore does just that to retake the lead for Portland. So Portland remains hot from the perimeter. As even Kent Bazemore's getting in on the fun. Not a good screen there. Kind of choked that play a little bit. Oh, I should have hit Anthony Davis there. Come on, Davis. You can take Zach Collins. Instead, we'll run an ISO for Luzada Silva. I don't know about this. Crashing the glass, but Nurkic takes it away. Luzada Silva, one of the better bench guys in this series. He had 11 in game 2 in that blowout win, and he's made his shots when we've called his number. So here comes CJ attacking multiple Pelicans defenders. Not a good shot there. Fancy pass up to Luzada Silva. We'll take that. McCollum starting off 1 of 7. Kately with one of his better defensive performances here in this series. Just got to continue to attack here. Oh, Luzada Silva. He's been so good shooting the rock, but he comes up short on the first free throw. For all you 4 people watching, I appreciate you guys coming out, spending some time here at College Sports Revived. This will be the biggest win in the series if we can pull it out. First playoff victory. I just pray we do not choke this away. That's all I care about. I don't care if it goes to a winner-take-all game 5. As long as we can just pull out one of these and finally move on to the second round, get over that hump a little bit, especially against our bitter rivals, Portland. That'll make my day. As Bertrand Holmes sends it into the second row. Oh man, his defense, overall play really has stepped up since game 1. The first game of the series, he got destroyed on the rebounds by Nurkic, but ever since then, he's come up with a couple of big plays. As McCollum forces up another one, 1 of 8 from the field, or 1 of 9 rather. So running a double screen for Josh Hart. He gets stuck into traffic, continues to try to drive, and forcing some free throws while we're at it. Seems like Hart's struggles in the regular season at the end seem to leak over into the playoffs as well. But like I say, you know, it doesn't matter really. To me at least. Hart, even if he's not shooting the best, as long as he brings that defense and making good passes, which he's done in game 2 and 3, that's all I want from him as long as Kately's stepping up. CJ gets a step on me, attacking, tough layup. Another one does not drop for CJ. A miserable time in this series for him as Hart is fading to the corner. Can he overcome his shooting struggles? Not quite, but AD cleaning up the mess as he'll go to the line. We seem to be drawing more free throws in this game than any other game of the series. And the second one drops as well. Just like in game 1 and game 2. Not seeing a lot of not seeing a lot of Lillard. Whenever I'm on the floor, it's mostly been CJ. As Nurkic, not quite, but the second chance opportunity is a weak foul call. Come on. Gotta let the guys play a little bit. I think that was a clean shot or a clean block by Holmes. And ball doesn't lie. Referencing Rasheed Wallace, ball does not lie. Come on now. Yeah, look at that. 2 of 2 missed. And we always like to run in transition off of a missed free throw. Marcos Luzada Silva catching fire. Oh, we need that one. And I foul McCollum off the rebound, trying to be aggressive. I'm going to really try to make CJ uncomfortable. I'm going to pick him up at half court and try to make him continue his cold stretch. That's what you got to do when you play a guy like this. Let's see if it pays off, and it does as he continues to force the issue. Touchdown, Josh Hart, if you can hit this. There it is, yes. Touchdown, Josh Hart with that Heisman caliber throw right there. Trevor Lawrence-esque right there. Okay, maybe not that good, but we're having fun out here. So a baseline screen from McCollum as he finally gets some space. He's breaking his cold streak. Gotta call out the screens, fellas. AD wants to post up. He can take advantage of Zach Collins. Here comes a double team. One Blazers defender deflected it. The ball rotation goes to Josh Hart. Not quite. Still sporting a 3-point lead are your Pelicans, as Sivi Michael Luke takes it the other way. Crossing over, attacking 2 Pelicans defenders. The dish goes inside to Nurkic as he continues to fight inside. Holmes doing a much better job on Nurkic. Let's see. How about me and AD running a parallel pick and roll? I was open for a second, but I think I'm going to take the post up with AD. This one, he gets it to fall as well. What's up, Jaden? Not much. Good to see you here. You didn't miss much. We're just in the first half of Game 4 right now. I made a 3-pointer, surprisingly. Shooting less than 30% on the season, but I knocked one down. So far, we sport a 5-point lead on Portland, still in Game 4. If we win this game, we will take the series in our first playoff victory of the road to 2K20. Now it is. As Lillard gets a clean look, as there is Lillard's 3rd triple of the night. That's something else you missed, Jaden. Lillard's been tagging me quite a lot here. Not my best defensive showing here in the first half. Oh, come on, feed AD. Yeah, a lot of mismatch this game for AD as he continues to feast a green light on the fadeaway. That's what we like to see from the unibrow. He had 38 and 17 in Game 3. Continues his solid performance into Game 4. Lillard again with another clean look. This one off the back iron. And we're running. Oh man. Good foul by Donnie because Anthony Davis had Ken Bazemore on him. I wanted to take advantage of that. As now 2 DPOY winners go to battle in the paint. Anthony Davis versus Donovan Gray. Good screen defense by Lillard, but Josh Hart gets past Gary Trent, who checks in. So Hart making a few shots here in the first quarter, or first half rather. Man, I don't know what's wrong with my player right now. It's like I'm trying to stay with Lillard, but he continues to get the best of me on the perimeter. I believe that's 4 or 5 made threes from Lillard here in the first half. Having a really good defensive series against him, but here in Game 4, he's letting it fly, he's letting it loose. Here comes Caitley attacking Donovan. What an and one by the rookie, Caitley. Gets it to go, and if we don't see a replay, I'm going to make one. Gotta put this in the edited version of this game. Let's take another look at that. Getting pressured up high by Gary Trent. Davis creates the mismatch. Caitley forces it up through a lot of contact. Gets it to drop. And Richaun Holmes is the first man to greet him. And the rookie from Texas knocks it down. So a 50-44 lead with 1:10 left to play in the first half of action. I gotta start to make Lillard uncomfortable. Check him up a little bit higher, go over the screen. There's a good contest on him. Gotta go off to the races. Crossover. Trying to force the issue a little bit, but I still get it to go. I think I hit the wrong button. I wanted a spin layup, but hey, a basket's a basket. Oh no, here we go. Oh, almost. I wanted to get around the screen. Lillard had a step. As Gary Trent comes up short again, my 3rd rebound of the game. Gary Trent have had his number all series long. A drop-off pass to AD. Wow, a lot of contact there. No whistle, however, as Donovan leads the break. Outlet pass to Trent. And they start to set up the offense with 20 seconds left to go. Portland's last offensive possession of the first half. Donovan, the point forward right now. 4 seconds left to shoot. Attacking Richaun Holmes. Tough floater. Just off the mark. 4 seconds. Come on, AD. We got to run. Let's go. Throwing over to Kately. 1 second. Circus shot at the end of the half. Not quite. So, heading into the break with an 8-point lead. Not too bad. I'm happy with the way we're starting this game. Not letting up many offensive rebounds. Really sticking to the things that gave us the win in Game 2 and Game 3. Sticking to our guns. McCollum with another horrible night shooting. Really looking like we're making Portland uncomfortable. If I could just keep Portland out of the, or if I could just keep Lillard out of the box score, which is a much tougher task, a lot easier said than done, but if I can keep Lillard off of the stat sheet, then it'll definitely be tough goings for Portland as they try to close the gap. Limiting the number 1 ranked NBA offense to only 33% shooting. You can't ask for much better defense than that. And if we can get the victory here against Portland and move on to play the Nuggets in the second round, I'll play game 1 of that too in this series. So getting 2 marquee matchups for the price of 1 in this live stream. But if we can't close out game 4 and we go to a winner take all game 5, I'll be playing that anyway. So as you can see, Lillard with almost half the Blazers points with 5 made 3-pointers. AD, you gotta dish that one off. Dish that one off. Good look inside. Josh Hart, nearly an and one. Hart only 2 of 6, but he is getting to the free throw line a lot. And you already know Hart always brings that defense and hustle to the table. And that's all we really need from him. I wonder if we can maybe sign somebody in free agency, maybe a small forward. I know Paul, I'm not saying we're going to get him or anything, but I know Paul George is a free agent. But just getting an athletic wing that can score the ball, I think that'll, and defend a little bit, I feel like that will help. Bringing Josh Hart off the bench to lead the second unit will be great, as I'm trying to take Donovan one-on-one. Yeah, that's not gonna accomplish anything. So trying to set a screen here for AD, but he just wants to post up. That one's off the mark. But how about Richaun Holmes continuing his good series? The lead swells to 12 at 9 minutes left to play. Only a minute off the clock here in the second half. McCollum attacking, and how about this Pelicans defense? Coming out in full force, one-on-one versus me and Dame, and I fight through the bump. And your boy's in double figures here tonight. Portland's got to get Donovan more involved. They looked their best whenever he was scoring the rock too. Lillard drives, and there is a foul. Just no more dunking on my teammates, please, Lillard. I don't need any more of that. He put me on a poster last episode with that 360 jam in Game 3, and also in Game 3 he had the monster jam on Richaun Holmes in the clutch. Totally my fault. But this time he's doing most of his work not in the paint, but behind the three-point arc. Knocks down 2 of 2 there. The lead goes back to 12. So here we go, hook screen, I'm open back door. Nice feed by Kately. Green light on the layup. This offense is clicking right now. They feed Lillard in the post. Not enough defensive resistance on my part there. I don't like to play the pass when the ball goes into the post, but I think I might have to do that some more. I'm a lot shorter than a lot of NBA point guards, so I might just have to deny opponents the ball when they try to get into the paint. Because if we beat Portland, I gotta face 6'4", Jamal Murray, so they might try a lot of post-ups. Same thing with Luka Doncic. Whenever I match up against him, you see a lot of post-ups. It's my 4th rebound of the game. I'm trying to take a baseline, and Catley is open. He cuts. I don't know why he did that. I saw that block coming from a mile away. He should have just squared his shoulders from the three-point line and popped it. Here we go, pick and roll. McCollum and Nurkic. McCollum continues to have his struggles from the field. Hart is open at the top of the key, but he decides not to take it. Look at that, 2 of 14 from McCollum. CJ is selling this series. He has been atrocious. I step into one here from the elbow. That one's off the back iron. Only 4 assists for me today. But I haven't had to worry about that too much with us looking so good on offense. I see Marcos Luzada Silva at the scorers table, so I might be heading the bench again. Please, bench. Please do not relinquish this lead. Done such a good job building it. Okay, check back in. It's still a 10-point game. That's what I like to see. The 3 main bench guys who have played well are Glenn Robinson, Kostas Antetokounmpo, and Marcos Luzada Silva. Those 3 guys contribute a lot of the bench scoring in this series, and they've been keeping us afloat whenever I'm off the court. So I check back in with no Anthony Davis on the court, but a little too complacent there on the pass was Lillard, and this one I still finish. Good job using my body to protect myself and the basketball as I put in points number 14 and 15 on the layup. Gary Trent's open on the backdoor feed. Aaron Catley with his 4th personal foul. We need him in the clutch. And it looks like he's a little fatigued anyway, so we'll bring in Luzada Silva. Hopefully he can provide a spark, as he's been doing a good job with that in this series. And Gary Trent knocks down 2 of 2. And your Pelicans retain possession, still up 11. Good pick and roll defense there by Donovan. He still closes out on the shooter. Kicks it back out up to me at the top of the key. Me and Kostas has had some good pick and roll offense in the... Oh! Luzada Silva tried to slam that down off of the offensive board. Okay. Mirotic fouls Gary Trent. 17th foul of the quarter. So, Portland is slowly closing the gap just by getting to the free throw line. Like I talked about before, that's a great way to get it going whenever you don't have it. I'm starting to cool off from the field a little bit, so I need to start looking for my teammates more. It's been a while since I've only had 4 assists in the 3rd quarter. I'm averaging north of 12 dimes per game here in the quarterfinals. So I need to continue to look for my teammates, as Mirotic with the nice jump shot. Hovering around 50% for the ball game are your New Orleans Pelicans. And Portland hasn't even cracked 40% yet. So from now on, I'm just going to try to face guard Damian Lillard. And whenever that happens, yeah, that leaves... When you face guard somebody, that leaves the door, the opportunity for that to happen, for them to go backdoor, especially with a pick that you don't see coming. The lead shrinks to single digits as Glenn Robinson wants the ball in the post. Gives it right back out to me, and I got a forward on me. Sekou Doumbouya, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Euro step, oh, just could not get it to fall. Yeah, that's 3 missed field goals in a row. I need to start looking for my teammates, as Portland starting to make it competitive here. This game is far from over, as with 2 seconds left, Mirotic, green light from Nikola Mirotic, giving me assist number 5. What a shot at the end of that half, or at the end of that quarter. Immediately off of the assist from Donovan over to Doumbouya, we got 3.7 left on the clock, firing a bullet pass up to Mirotic, and he drains the three-pointer. Green light that too. So that'll halt the Portland momentum a little bit with a big shot there at the half, or at the end of the quarter. Rainmaker Nick, what's up, man? I'm glad you could stop by for today's live stream. So despite only 5 assists, our offense still looks great, even though I'm not really the one doing the facilitating. It's really been a team effort. Yeah, you're right, Jaden. I got to step up. Fourth quarter time. I've had too many games in the Road to 2K19 series that I haven't closed out. Oh, come on. I thought I ripped him there. You're right, though, Jaden. I gotta take over, you know? I've had quite a few games I have been able to close out in the series. So I got to prove all the doubters wrong and get it done here and close out Portland, our bitter rivals. So, let's see, everybody's doing good on fatigue. I think I'll run with the bench for a little bit longer in the fourth. Going with a very tall lineup. We got 6'7" Glenn Robinson at shooting guard, 6'10" Mirotic at the 3, Costas 6'11", and Richaun Holmes 6'11". Richaun Holmes, what was that? Forcing it up against Donovan. Yeah, I think we need to... I might have pulled... Oh no, yeah, I think we need our starters back on the court immediately. We just don't have enough scorers on the court right now, and it's going to make it hard to keep Portland off our tail. Oh, there is a nice series of moves on Lillard, but he closes the gap. Got to reset the offense. Running a parallel pick and roll. I love the parallel pick and roll. Pulling up from the baseline. Tough rim there. Here comes Trent leading the break. I tried to steal that pass, but Lillard still gets it to go. 37 for the former MVP on the night. We got to take our third to last timeout. Portland, they find a way. They're such a stingy team. They find a way to stick around. Even in game 2 when we blew them out, they still made it competitive at the end. Only lost by 12 whenever they were down by 20 at one point in the fourth quarter. Josh Hart, green light. Let's go. There's a big shot. I got to lead the troops. It's very important that our starters came back in. They're all well rested, fresh, ready to go. As here comes Donovan, popping off the screen by me and AD. But Donovan with a clear lane to the basket. Haven't seen him score a lot tonight. Portland has not been getting the ball in his hands enough tonight, I think. He had a really stellar Game 2 and Game 3 performances. And 2 DPOY winners go battle in the paint. Spinning away from the double team. Another basket. They're throwing everything they can, but ever since Game 3, Anthony Davis has been red hot. So here comes the 6'3" point guard from Weber State. No good on the tray ball. And we're attacking. The up fake. No, just reset. We didn't have the numbers there. High pick from Anthony. And he'll have Damian Lillard on him with 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Tough shot. Another green light for the unibrow. That's what we like to see. Only 17 points, but shooting about 50%. Davis, even though he's not destroying the competition out here, he's still doing a good job finding his shots in the flow of the offense, not forcing it up like he did in Game 1. Gary Trent, no good on the layup. There we go. Kately takes Trent one-on-one. Tough layup through traffic. And if Kately can step up and knock down at least one, he'll extend the lead to double digits. And there we go. Playoff Josh Hart is better than playoff LeBron. Oh man. When it comes to the defensive side of things, I don't know if anybody's better than Josh Hart in the playoffs. His defense has been sparkling. So Kaylee goes perfect from the line. Leads now 11 as Lillard with a quick trigger finger. The lids on the rim starting to come back a little bit for the Blazers as Kaylee knocks one down from the corner. Love to see that. The starter's leading the charge right now. CJ McCollum's at the scorer's table, but he's had a couple of bad games in the series. I can't fight over those screens. Ah, there it is. McCollum's checking back in. You can see him at the scorer's table, and he's had a number of bad games in the series, but I think this one's been his worst. I think he's shooting like 2 of 15 or something. But I freeze Damian Lillard. A lob pass over to Richaun Holmes. That's what I love to see. Oh no, Jaden, don't talk to me. Jaden, I'm a diehard New York Giants fan. Don't talk to me about oh, nice steal. There's that Pelicans defense. But don't talk to me about Daniel Jones right now. I don't want to hear about it. I'm just messing with you. Damn. Kent Bazemore with a circus layup. Probably should have been an and one. I create a lot of space on that move. Double team comes. Holmes attacking. I don't know if I like this. He forces free throws, however. Yeah, he really did slip on air, you know. I was watching that and I was just like, go, go, go. And then all of a sudden the turf monster grabbed him. It's funny though, you know. All I'm glad is with that possession that they scored a touchdown at the end of the drive. That's all I cared about. Because if Jones slipped and they forced a field goal or, you know, turned the ball over, which the Giants offense has been doing a lot in the red zone. They've been turning the ball over in the red zone a lot. So I'm just happy that they got a score, a touchdown at the end of that Daniel Jones run. Because if they didn't, whew, I would have been pissed. Casper. Eagles signed Casper to play safety for him. So we're 5 minutes away from our first playoff victory of the series. Definitely happy we are able to overcome this stepping stone here in the series. Oh my goodness. The defense has no chill. Putting in another basket. I'm at 17. Oh no, that's money. Wow. Lillard was hot for the first 3 corners, but starting to cool off here. Do I have another 3-point in me? Yeah, tough chance. Fat chance. Not often I make more than 1 in a game, even if I do make 1. Let's see. Oh, Jaden, you became a Bucks fan? Oh, so you were a Lions fan and then you became a Bucks fan? Okay. Yeah, the Lions got some good pieces. I mean, Jeffrey Okudah, beast at Ohio State last year. I've been hearing good things from him in his rookie year. I've always been a fan of Stafford. I just feel like they haven't put the right team around him. And Tom Brady, yeah, Tom Brady's hard to like. But for me in fantasy this year, I'm a diehard fantasy football fan, so I had Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was killing it this year, on pace for like 7,000 passing yards, and of course that gruesome injury versus my New York Giants, and I saw somebody drop Tom Brady in my series, so I went to go scoop him, and so I hope Tom Brady does well. I hope he fills the shoes a little bit. And I made a pretty stupid move in fantasy recently. I had Tannehill. Tannehill was my backup for Dak Prescott. But what I did was I also had Jonathan Taylor on my bench. And because my running backs are really good this year. I have Kamara, Josh Jacobs, and James Robinson, the undrafted rookie on Jacksonville. Oh wait, there goes Donovan sending one back. But yeah, my running backs are set, and I had Jonathan Taylor. So I figured like, hey, maybe. So I ended up trading Jonathan Taylor for Aaron Rodgers straight up. And it took me a little while to realize how stupid I was for doing that. Because the first week I had Rodgers, and he got his ass kicked by... I don't like to curse on this channel, but he got his ass kicked by Tampa Bay. Got me 3 points, and I lost my fantasy game by 3. So if he had a decent game, I would have won. And yeah, now I'm starting to realize like I just should have kept Tannehill and picked up Tom Brady, and I would still have Jonathan Taylor. I'm open here. Good closing defense by Portland. Yeah, the Steelers. I live in Pennsylvania now, so there's a lot of Steeler fans around here. I'm originally from New York, but a lot of Steelers fans around here, and yeah, Steelers got a lot of potential. The only thing that holds me back from calling them like an elite team, I feel like, is their secondary. But other than that, there is AD. I thought he was gonna slam that down, but an assist is an assist. As we continue to put the finishing touches here against Portland. But yeah, the Steelers, Big Ben not putting up the passing yards he normally does, but he's still playing good good football. Oh, you had Dalvin Cook and C-Mac? Oh man, you were set, my boy. Oh, a little spin move leading to a fancy assist. There's number 11 on the game as we are starting to blow out Portland. But yeah, you were set, and I don't think McCaffrey's going to be out for too much longer. You just have to, all you have to do with C-Mac now is monitor how they're going to work him back into the offense. Because there's two sides to it, you know. With a guy like C-Mac, a franchise player, Carolina could just throw him right back in there and give him his similar workload to how he used to have it. You know, 30 carries a game, or, you know, 30 touches a game, like 20 rushes and like 8 receptions, you know, that huge workload that he's used to. Or they could split snaps. He could split snaps with Mike Davis, because Davis has been pretty good in his absence. And, you know, with a generational talent like C-Mac, you don't want to rush him back too quickly. Nice poster by AD. So what they might do is they might split snaps with him and Mike Davis, and then continue to work in C-Mac over time. I don't know. That's something that's going to be interesting to see, because Carolina's 3-3 right now, so they're still in contention, even though that AFC South is a tough division. Rashawn Holmes from 3. He made one last game. Not quite, but Anthony Davis, so good in Game 4. And I feel like this will be a good time to take the starters out. Let us relax a little bit as we finally get our revenge on the Trailblazers. I don't want to take any chances with any of our good bench players right now. Put in Timothy Luwalu-Cabarrot, the former 76er. And we'll put in, who was it that I want? Oh, Jonah Bolden. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just run with this. Not a big deal. Just don't want to risk any injuries to our solid bench guys, because they've been playing better. And coach puts me right back in with 55 seconds left. Okay. Hey, just hand it off to me. I'm just going to dribble out the clock. What, do you guys play fantasy? Well, I know Jaden does. If you guys play fantasy, let me know, and let me know what your rosters are looking like right now, and what your record is. Oh my goodness, Anthony Davis putting on a show here to close out Portland. Portland just came out, other than Damian Lillard, they just came out very flat tonight. They should have got Donovan the ball a lot more. They didn't crash the glass. I didn't see them run a lot. A lot of their offense came in the half court. So it's going to be a 117-99 victory, finally, with our first playoff series win rather, here in the Road to 2K series. We finally get over the hump. And my legacy as a point guard is going to be determined mostly about how I can lead teams in the playoffs. The Pelicans moving on to the next round, and on top of that, we even take down Portland on their home court, and that's always nice. It's definitely even sweeter to get it done. It's nice on both ends. It's nice to get it at home in front of your fans in advance, but it's even better to get it on the road and make all these fans go home empty-handed. So another chapter is finished here of the Portland and New Orleans rivalry here on the Road to 2K19, this time with us coming out on top. Everybody in your fantasy draft picked up quarterbacks in the first round. We only had one of those. I think the only quarterback who won the first round for us was Lamar Jackson, surprisingly. I normally take a quarterback in like the 5th or 6th round. My top, because, you know, if you're playing with guys that are, you know, if you're playing at guys that look at the ratings or like the rankings, quarterbacks normally don't go until like the 5th or 6th round, really. And whenever I came up to choose, I had my top 2 options were Dak Prescott. Excuse me. My top 2 options were Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson, and I picked Dak in the 5th round. I think the only guy that I would, the only guy I would take like really high at quarterback is probably Russell Wilson. Mahomes is still Mahomes, but like he hasn't been as like dominant since his rookie year. Still arguably the best quarterback in the game, no doubt, but fantasy-wise, it's a little different. So taking a look at the box score, Anthony Davis, 28-14 rebounds as he finally has overcome the struggles in Game 1 and 2 to put together 2 brilliant performances in Game 3 and 4. Kate Lee with a 20-piece, love to see that. I had 17 and 12, not great from the floor as I went 3 of 5 from the field in the first half, only 4 of 11 in the second. Josh Hart with a quiet 15 points. I didn't know he scored that many. And this is how dangerous we are when we get Kaylee and Josh Hart in the mix. Mirotic with a solid game off the bench. Rashawn Holmes locking down the interior again. He continues to put together a stellar series. Marcos Luzada Silva continuing with his spark off the bench. Yeah, just a great team effort tonight. Lillard with 42. Not my best defensive showing against him, but I mean, normally when you see that in the NBA, like you see one guy scoring all the points, it doesn't bode well. Normally the team loses more often than not. Like Devin Booker's 70, Jamal Murray's 50+ point game this season. The Nuggets lost that game, so you know you don't see teams win a lot whenever that happens. Donovan with 4 blocks, but they did not feed him enough, did not put him in a position to succeed, as the rumors of Donovan potentially maybe wanting out of Portland continue to swirl. And Yusuf Nurkic. Finally, we tell him to be quiet. Too much noise from Nurkic in the first few games of the series. Finally, we get it done and we lock him up. 3 points, 7 rebounds, a non-factor, plus minus a negative 17. That's how you get it done. And na 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 na. Na 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 na, goodbye. I've been waiting to say that for Portland. So in the playoff series of Portland, I finished with averages of 21.5. 14 assists, continuing my stellar play in the postseason. It seems like every time we're in postseason play, I always have my best performances. Anthony Davis, his stat line is starting to look a lot more like an Anthony Davis stat line. We love to see that. After Game 2, he was only averaging 14 and 7 rebounds, but he's up that to 23 and 12 along with 2 blocks. Up to 56% from the floor. Kaylee and Josh Hart, their percentages going up. Mirotic, really good off the bench. Rashawn Holmes, 12 rebounds. He's top 5 across the NBA in rebounds in this postseason. We were top 5 in rebounds in the NBA as a team this season, so that's good to see that. And Jahlil Okafor, unfortunately, my former roommate, not doing too hot. That's why we've been seeing a lot more of Costas. Costas has been playing good defense, 4 rebounds a game. Meanwhile, Jahlil Okafor only making 1 shot from the floor in this entire series. So, we move over to the Nikola Jokic-led Denver Nuggets, averaging 18 and 14 against the Utah Jazz. And he put up these stats on Rudy Gobert, and that's no small feat. But 40% from the floor for Jokic. So if Rashawn Holmes can continue to hold Jokic to 40% shooting, that'll really help. And Jamal Murray, another tough matchup for me here in the second round. Only 3 assists a game, very surprising to see, but putting up 17 his game by game against Utah was 15, 21, or 16, 21, and 15. I think what I need to do is just make Jamal Murray uncomfortable. I have a similar game plan for Murray as I did with Lillard. Got Gary Harris. They have Markieff Morris in this series. Paul Millsap still here. Will Barton, one of the more underrated players in the NBA in my opinion. Monte Morris, who leads the team in assists. Alex Len is on the Nuggets in this series. And no Michael Porter Jr. He continues to develop a solid game here in the road to NBA 2K, but a broken right leg, he's going to miss the series. And Bull not getting playing time. Thank goodness, because I feel like he would be the one to put up 30 against us. In the East, we have Milwaukee taking down Brooklyn. Boston and Toronto goes to a Game 5, a winner-take-all Game 5. Philly sweeps Indiana, and my New York Knicks made the playoffs in this series. They were able to steal a game from Miami, but Brandon Ingram on the Heat, just too much for my New York Knicks, unfortunately. Wait, is Brandon Ingram playing? Is Brandon Ingram playing for the Heat? Because I know he's on them in this series. No, high ankle sprain. That's why the Knicks took them to 4 games. Huh. Still a very deep roster. Look at this. So many players above 80. They even have Carmelo Anthony. I didn't know that. Wow, okay. So the Heat are just as scary in the video game as they are in real life. Yeah, hopefully Jamal Murray does not 360 layup. I've already been embarrassed by Lillard plenty in the Portland series. I don't need him going 360 on us. That was a crazy layup against the Lakers. I think we'll rock with the city uniforms for both teams. Yeah, love those. Here we go. Let's get it popping. One of the best uniform games you'll see across the NBA. Portland's pride flag uniforms versus the Nuggets Rainbow City silhouette. Gotta love it. Game 1 of round 2. And this series is 7 games, so part of me almost regrets having 7-game series for all the playoff series. I wish I could change that, but it is what it is. It's alright. I'll try to see if I can fit multiple, I wonder how I'm gonna fit like 4 games in an episode. but I think I could do that. Yeah, instead of game 5, it's game 1. I'm gonna have to. I might have to edit that. Well, I'll definitely edit that for whenever I upload the YouTube video. Oh, actually, I might not. I might just keep it games 4 and 5 because I want to keep people on their toes and not know if we're gonna beat the Blazers. Not spoil it. Here we go. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. The Unibrow facing off against Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap only standing at 6'7", 6'8". Another favorable matchup for the Unibrow. So him having a big series, that's going to be important. I love these uniforms these teams are rocking tonight. Murray, Gary Harris, Markieff Morris, Paul Millsap, and Nikola Jokic is your starting 5 for our second opponent here in the series. Playing beyond the first round for the first time in this series. Here we go, game 1 of the conference semifinals. Here we go. Nuggets will start with the ball and the first possession of the new series. The Nuggets up relatively an unknown in the road to 2K19. I don't think I've played them on camera in this series actually. I think maybe one game I played, but I don't think that was a full game. I think I picked that up in the 4th quarter as Nikola Jokic retains possession and gets the Nuggets started to begin the series. And the first play on our side of things, we're going to try post up versus AD versus Paul Millsap. Floats one, that one's off the mark. Oh, Jamal Murray shakes me and Richaun Holmes on the behind the back. 2K took out the Vice City jerseys? I didn't know that. That's one of the most iconic uniforms in sports nowadays. There's a nice move from AD. How about him with the Euro step? Yeah, I can't believe that. I didn't even know that they took out the Vice City jerseys in 2K21. I know Donovan has a Tyler Hero Vice City jersey in real life. Thing is so sick. Come on, gotta clash the. I can't even talk. Gotta clash. Oh, gotta crash the glass. Jeez, man, I can't commentate. Can't commentate today. Not one of my best commentaries today. Here we go. A screen for Richaun Holmes. Josh Hart goes one-on-one against Gary Harris, one of the better on-ball defenders in the league. Gets it to drop though. Josh Hart puts his best foot forward as he gets started. Here comes Jamal Murray, throwing up a pump fake, still forcing it up. No good. So we're on the break. I had Josh Hart for a second, but I didn't think I could fit that in that passing angle. And what happened there? Oh, Richaun Holmes missed the dunk. A defensive miscommunication by Denver is not taken advantage of. Come on, Holmes, you got to punch that down. The Nuggets have one of the better defenses in the NBA. Gotta make those looks when they come. And we can't have Anthony Davis getting into foul trouble. I go under the screen, but Jamal Murray still beats me off the dribble. AD has my back though. And a nice outlet pass to Caitley. Wide open, not quite. Gotta make good on those looks when we get them. That's the thing about Nuggets. Denver's got a really good defense in the half court, but they're not the most athletic team. So if we can get in the open court and run a little bit, I think that'll serve us very well. As there's some separation, slicing and dicing the Denver defense. I was expecting Anthony Davis to cut there, but he didn't. So I saw the paint wide open, and I took advantage. So find ourselves in an early lead. Morris, another pick on Murray. He's getting by me a lot, but he blows the floater. Can't believe he missed that. Lowering the lob up to Josh Hart. There we go. It's been a while since I lobbed. I don't know if I threw one last game. Oh, I threw one to Rashawn Holmes that he tipped in. So not a lot of lobs here in the live stream, but there's one for you guys. I gotta get Anthony Davis one. Gotta see him throw down a tomahawk lob. That'll bring in the crowds. Looks like they want to post up to Jokic. Receives the pass on the perimeter, and he starts to go to work. Another missed field goal. Jokic and Murray both having trouble finding their footing here, as Josh Hart, with such a good floater, makes another one. So a quick start for us. I don't want to look too far ahead, but if we win this series, we face the Lakers or the Mavericks in the conference finals. So going to battle again. Jokic gets locked down. A risky pass up to Catley, but he receives it, and there's a fadeaway from him. Yes, he gets that to drop. A 12-4 run for New Orleans as we start hot. Oh geez. Did you have is that in my player mode, or did you just try to win the championship with the Nuggets in like my league? How about that? Anthony Davis and Rashawn Holmes, 11.5 rebounds apiece. I try to close out on Millsap. There we go, very heads up play on defense. Here comes Josh Hart attacking. Jokic, that's a tough layup, yeah. Not the greatest look there from Hart, but he's made a few shots here to start the game. Murray taking on two Pelicans defenders. Wow. How about Holmes sending another one back? Anthony Davis. He's cutting baseline. Oh my. Good grief. I cannot believe he just punched that one down. Unreal athleticism for the ninth year man out of Kentucky. Oh, that was in my league? Yeah, I do that a lot too. I try to take a team and see if I can win a championship. I do that with my Knicks a lot. You know, I try to live out a fantasy that, you know, in a world that they're actually good. Jeez, I don't know what's going on with Jamal Murray to start this game. Hart pulls up again. And there is money from 20 feet out. Josh Hart pockets another basket. I see some reserves about to check in. Hopefully they don't relinquish a lead here. Jokic finally gets on the board. Try to take this one on the Denver defense. Tough finish over Gary Harris. And there's a snapshot of my line so far. Best basketball for myself normally seems to come in the playoffs, as that reigns true this year as well. Nice pass from Murray. Jokic a little bit hesitant to shoot, but he still draws free throws off of Rashawn Holmes. I just dropped my phone. I'm an idiot. Yeah, really, everyone. Oh, look at the bench. Oh, just like that, it's a brand new ball game. Practically unable to score with me off the court there. But yeah, Jaden, you're right, man. Everybody getting hurt in the NFL, and I don't know if you watch. I don't know if you watch college ball, but as the Nuggets take their first lead of the night, I don't know if you watch college ball, but Jalen Waddle, the star wide receiver on Bama, I was watching Alabama and Tennessee earlier on today, and he returned the opening kickoff, and he unfortunately seemed to have snapped his ankle. It was a very similar play as Dak. It was awful to watch, as he is projected to be a first-round pick this year. And it really sucked to see. So it seems like it's not just the NFL either. College guys are facing similar situations as well. But yeah, in the NFL, we got Saquon Barkley, we got Dak. Who else? Who else went out? Richard Sherman, Joey Bosa. Nick Bosa. I know Keanu Neal got hurt again. He's been hurt. I think Keanu Neal could really help the Falcons secondary, but he's been very injury prone in his short NBA or NFL career. Oh man, you're a Florida State fan. Florida was keeping it competitive in the first half, but Louisville just got so hot. I think Florida State will be back. Euro step around Jokic. Oh, that would have been really fancy. Yes, sir, Griffin. Most likely I will get 2K on the next gen. I might not get it like right away, like right on release date, as I know pre-orders for the PS5 are hot, and I haven't pre-ordered one yet. I'll probably wait a little bit, but it won't be long after. Trust me on that. Oh man, Nuggets are starting to heat up. And once I get NBA 2K on the next gen, I'll definitely be transporting this roster, the guys, I'll be continuing the series on next gen for sure. I was thinking about moving it to 2K21 on PS4, but I don't know, I didn't bother because it would just be kind of pointless. Because there's a lot of things I have to change on the rosters to make it like this series. Nice acrobatic layup by AD. There's assist number 6 for me in the early goings. But there's a lot of things that I have to change. Like, for instance, in this series, John Morant went number 1 overall to the Bulls, and then Zion went number 2 to Charlotte. And that's just naming a few things. We also have the 2020 NBA draft already in this series. LaMelo Ball went to the Cavs. Who else? Anthony Edwards went number 1 to San Antonio. There's a lot of things I need to change to update the rosters how they are in this series, so I'll have to definitely going to wait until next gen to do all that, but I'll definitely be bringing the series to next gen as well. I just don't know when yet, but when I acquire PS5 and get 2K, you already know it's going down. And Jokic continues his struggles here in game 1, as I think I can beat him up the court. Yes, big and 1 as we retake the lead. I think my friend Aiden's missed the free throw. Gosh, a rare miss from the charity stripe there. My really good friend Aiden in real life, he's a big Penn State fan, and I think they just lost to Indiana. I think he's texting me about it right now. Look at AD with the tip in. Yeah, the Cavs. The Cavs, for some reason, pick another guard I don't remember correctly, but I feel like they might have traded Garland. So I guess it kind of makes sense. The Cavs are, I don't know, the Cavs are weird in real life. I like John Beilein. He was really good at Michigan, but I feel like his pedigree and his coaching style is just a lot more suited for college ball. Even though I'm an Ohio State fan, I really liked him at Michigan. He's a great X's and O's guy, but I think it's right for him not to be an NBA coach. Hart, green light, big shot. But it was just really weird how Beilein was having Darius Garland at the point and Sexton at the 2, when I think it should be the other way around. Sexton, people don't give him enough credit with his facilitating, I feel like. There we go, get on the floor. Call timeout, call timeout. There we go, yes. Look at the hustle displayed. That's the type of team we are. Dive in on the floor for loose balls. How did I like Justin Fields today? I enjoyed him. You know, only one incompletion today against Nebraska. The only thing that was a little concerning was the defense. You know, we lost 3 big starters: Chase Young, Jeff Okudah, 2 top 3 picks, and Jordan Fuller, who was one of the best open field tacklers in the NCAA last year. So the defense looked a little slow than I liked it. You know, they didn't seem as good as their end-to-end speed as last year. But Fields himself, you know, he's all I could ask for today. And I'm not a bandwagon with Ohio State. You know, I know there might be some bandwagons of that school around where you live. There's a nice pass over to Josh Hart. But for me, I'm from New York originally, but then I moved out to the Columbus area for a few years. Then I moved here to Pennsylvania, and I'm originally from the Bronx. And then when I lived over in Columbus, it's something else when you're over there, man. It's like Cincinnati and Cleveland. They're 4 hours away. There's no real sports teams in Columbus, like pro sports teams in Columbus, except for the Blue Jackets in the NHL, and they haven't been very good in a while. So Ohio State is literally everything. My mother used to work at the stadium, at the Horseshoe. You just really get ingrained, man. You know, Columbus is a whole nother level of college town. Ohio State is everything there. So my pro sport teams are all New York, but for college, gotta go Ohio State. Look at Anthony Davis doing some work. Yeah, tough shot though. But I'm not some biased Ohio State fan. Like, I can have a conversation about Ohio State and not sound cancerous. And oh, look at that illegal screen set by Jokic. But Jamal Murray continues to struggle, and as does Nikola. Oh, tough finish for Kately. I got lucky I got that pass in there. How'd you become a Florida State fan, Jaden? Nice floater. No, couldn't get it to go, but Rashawn Holmes. I've said his name a lot, more often than I thought I would in this postseason run. There is Gary Harris as the Nuggets continue to look so flat on offense. I think we're just catching them on a bad night. That happens sometimes. As I draw the foul on Millsap. Look at AD off the catch and shoot. Good inbounds pass. Way to keep his... It's a heads-up play right there by Rashawn Holmes. Oh, Jamal Murray. Got lucky there. I was about to pick his pocket, but he stayed. I give him credit. He stayed resilient. See, there's Alex Len checking in for Jokic. Okay. Yeah, I liked Winston too. I always thought he didn't get enough credit actually on Tampa Bay, on the Bucks, to be honest with you. And where is the defense from Jamal Murray? I think that one went off the glass. 8 points, 8 assists, as we find ourselves up by 12. Here comes Gary Harris with a tough finish. No good there. Kaylee outlet pass. Here we go. I see Josh Hart leaking. There he goes. Can't finish. Anthony Davis, no good on the putback. Let's see, got a 12-point lead. Working the ball around. Kaylee with just too much dribbling here. 4 seconds. Oh boy, I gotta force up something on the bigger defender. Just got that shot off. Oh, got lucky. Alex Len in relief of Nikola Jokic. Not quite, but he fights for the rebounds, but he can't corral it. Got a 3-on-3 fast break. I think I might just pull it out. Don't have the numbers. Let's see. I see Josh Hart fade into the corner. Can he knock down another one? Not quite. 6 seconds left. Gotta stop. Gotta make a stop here. 3 seconds. Gary Harris takes me one-on-one. Shakes me a little bit and gets it to drop. Gosh, he embarrassed me there at the end of the half. But overall, a very good first half of action. I think we're getting a little bit lucky because we're kind of catching Denver on a bad night, shooting the ball. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray haven't looked very good, but they could always turn it on at any point. Jay Munna, great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. We ended up beating Portland pretty good in Game 4, so Game 5 wasn't necessary in Round 1. So I decided to play the first game of the Nuggets series here in Round 2. This one's a best of 7. Cindy Williams, I could see why you do that, because I know for me personally, the only reason why I knew about, the only way I keep it in line about Jokic, his last name is he's called the Joker. That's his nickname. So that's how I remember it. Started streaming 96 minutes ago. It's been about an hour and a half. Been having a lot of fun talking football, talking NBA, talking 2K with you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out and watching. Starting the second half, and they're bringing double teams, and I don't know why some teams do this. It's just too easy. Whenever I get it going passing the ball, I start to see a lot of more double teams. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I guess it's just the 2K logic as I rip Jamal Murray. AD, as he soars up for another layup, I think. Ball hung on the rim for a long time, but it just leaked in. Oh, my fault. That was bad. Pick defense. I did not hedge properly. And Nikola Jokic continues to get it going. He had a bad first quarter, but he's looked better since. And I don't know if I like this. We'll do a parallel pick and roll with me and AD. Josh Hart on the cut. 4 seconds left. Finds himself some open, or finds himself an open shot at the end of the shot clock. Yeah, really, Jaden, that Ronnie 2K defense. Like, it's fun racking up assists, of course, but I want the assists I get to be smart passes, you know, passes that you'd see in real basketball. I don't want my assists to come from just defenses doing bad double teams, because then it's just way too easy. The Nuggets having trouble converting from down low. Paul Millsap struggling today as well. We turn the ball over in transition as Gary Harris has a chance. That layup was not even close, however. Yeah, that I should not have forced that. I've been wanting to get a lob to Anthony Davis all series long, or all episode long, really. But that definitely was not the time to do it. Here comes another double team. Kately open, top of the key. Somehow he missed it, though. So Kately, after having 20 points to finish the Portland series, back to some shooting woes, only 2 of 8, but it really hasn't shown up in the shown up on the score much. As Jokic, wow, has trouble getting the pass to Millsap, and that just describes how bad these Nuggets have looked here in Game 1. As I hit the bench, come back in with 2.5 left to play, up by 18. And here comes Monte Morris checking me up high. They switch the pick and roll. I give it over to Kately. That one rattles in, yes. There we go. There's Kately with a three-pointer. As we reach 80 points, as these last few games, our offense has looked the best it has all season long, especially Game 4 of the Portland series. Look at even Jonah Bolden, who's barely played any in the playoffs. Even he's getting after it. Does Kately have 2 in a row? Oh, off the back iron. That sucks. But at least he's firing. He's keeping the confidence up. And that was... I helped out way too far down. Way too deep I was. And Monte Morris makes me pay. Monte Morris actually has the NCAA record for assist-to-turnover ratio in his 4-year career at Iowa State. Interesting fact there, as me and him play similar brands of basketball. Here's Jonah Bolden. Gets the layup to drop. Terrell Jamison. Let's see. I don't want to pronounce that wrong. Terrell Jamison, I appreciate you commenting. Yeah, man, I'm back. I'm going to try to be here to stay. I'm trying to be a lot more committed with these uploads, so I'm glad to see you here, buddy. Hand this one off to Kately. He forces up another one. I don't know how much I like that. But Richaun Holmes returns the favor with a slam. Yeah, Jaden, I can't wait to get my hands on the new 2K. I got a lot of money stashed away, so definitely gonna have to purchase the PS5. Honestly, outside of the channel, like what I play for the channel, I really don't play too many video games anymore. So I think it wouldn't be surprising if the only purchase I make for 2K or for the PS5 is NBA 2K. I'm not gonna lie. Although I might have to get Rocket League if that makes. See, I don't know like what's gonna be available to play on the PS5. I do play a lot of Rocket League, so hopefully that makes a return as well. Maybe I should have went up with that. I had Jokic up in the air, but Marcos Luzada Silva not quite from beyond the arc. There's a nice feed down into Richaun Holmes. We can extend the lead past 20 if he can hit one here. Yeah, Penn State lost to Indiana in overtime. Oh, that's funny. Big oof. Poor Aiden. Holmes knocks down both from the charity stripe that time. making quick work of Denver here in round 2. 7 seconds left as Jamal Murray's at the controls. They try to run a play for Monte Morris. He's not open. 2 seconds. Jamal with a corner. Oh my goodness. Jamal Murray with a Curry range 3. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much today. Jeez, this is not my best commentary day. Hopefully you guys are putting up with me. Oh yeah, you're right, Jaden. Half-court cheese. You know what that means in 2K language, but I'm not gonna really abuse that. I'm just gonna try to break the press and then set up the offense when they do that, because it's just no fun scoring basket after basket on the break. That's stuff that like other YouTubers do, and then they drop 60 points. That 2K half-court cheese, you're totally right. I got a lane here. Oh, I want that to go to Jonah Bolden. I got to do more icon passing this game. 6 seconds left. A parallel pick and roll with Josh Hart and Holmes. Tough shot in the middle of the paint, but Hart gets it to drop. Now, Kately with the 20-point game last time out against Portland in Game 4, and now this time it is Josh Hart. It's almost unfathomable just how it's like one guy can be so good one night and then the next night he's terrible, vice versa for the other guy. I don't know what the problem is. Why can't we get both of them going at the same time? Because when we do, we look like a championship contender as Hart with another tough layup. That one would be off the mark. Number 2 ranked defense in the NBA this year. Denver's not even cracked 70 points yet due to Jamal Murray, Jokic, and Paul Millsap all having horrible games. And here comes Jonah Bolden. Nice contact layup. It's always nice to see the deep bench guys get in and score a basket. Love to see it. And there's Monte Morris with that quick release. No good on that time. Oh gosh, here comes a double team. Just gotta hand it off. Kately tries it. He's been cold tonight. That continues, but Bolden versus Monte Morris, he's gonna win that rebounding battle. Who am I going for in the Ferran Deshaun series? You see, if we were to play, whether we play both teams, there's positives and negatives for each side. Like, for instance, the Lakers, probably the deepest team in the NBA, plus they have so many defensive weapons. Ferran led the NBA in steals last season. Lonzo Ball and Rajon Rondo always seem to give me trouble when they match up against me. But at the same time, the Mavericks play a similar brand of basketball to Portland, except they're definitely a lot better coached on defense. And of course, gotta face Mr. Triple Double himself in this series, Luka Doncic, as he averaged 32, 11, and 12 in his age 21 to 22 season in this series. So both matchups have their fair share of they both have their fair share of obstacles, but honestly, if I had to choose, I think the Lakers would be interesting just for the fact that we haven't played the Lakers yet in the series in the playoffs. We've played Deshaun's Mavericks and Donovan's Blazers twice, but we've never played the Lakers. But at the same time, like, maybe I'd rather see the Mavericks because we took them to 5 games in a winner-take-all game last year. Plus, LeBron in the playoffs. When you're a team in the same conference as LeBron, you want to stay as far away as him as humanly possible. And Kately coughs it up. Me versus Gary Harris on the break, and he will put it in. We just got to keep playing safe. Anthony Davis is at the scorer's table ready to check back in. Just got to keep playing safe basketball. Don't force our shots up. And that's what we're going to do to keep Denver at bay, as they're starting to run a lot more than in the first half. Secondary break for Harris as he drops it off to Jokic. The lead is now 14. So a quick 8-0 run. Should we be concerned? Maybe a little bit. Denver's starting to look a lot better. And look at this lob. How about Jonah Bolden? Love to see the reserve guys get some minutes and make some impact plays as he punched it down. Kately's thrown some nice lobs from that corner. We have a play where Kately receives the pass in the corner, and it's a double screen for the power forward as he cuts. That's a design play, and Kately's hit a lot of guys off that lob this year. And we love running that when we need a quick basket. Here we go, haven't scored the ball a lot. Why not see what I can do in ISO? 10 seconds left. I should be able to blow by him. Double team comes. What a layup. Wow. What a finish. As we're going to take another look at that. I'm facing king finisher himself, Jamal Murray, with some of the finishes he had against the Lakers in real life in the bubble playoffs. But here we go. Attacking Markieff Morris. Put the moves on him. Nice change of direction. Challenging 3 defenders at the same time. Gotta love it. And we'll take one last look from this angle. Man, one of my best finishes of my NBA career. For some reason I'm on Millsap. Not really sure why. Time to get destroyed down in the post. I would call for a double team, but I'm just going to let them take the 2. Surprised Millsap didn't knock that down, but hey, Jokic stepping to the line. He's overcome that horrible first quarter to put together a pretty solid day. But at that point, we had already been out to a pretty early lead. It's been all Pelicans here tonight as he starts to heat up. Under 5 minutes to play here in Game 1 of the conference semifinals. And Jamal Murray leaves me all alone. I'll take that. Been doing a good job finding my layups off backdoor cuts. Been taking advantage of lazy defense a lot here in the playoffs. Popping is Markieff Morris. He knocks it down from the top of the key. There's a green light for him. The lead is now 13. Denver's starting to make it a game. We got to be more methodical on offense. Got to find better shots and don't force ourselves into any turnovers. And Davis, oh wow, green light. Anthony Davis continues his tear from beyond the arc. I wanted him just to take it and drive and try to force some contact, but hey, threes are worth more than 2s, aren't they? And how about Jonah Bolden? Yes, Denver with the number 2 ranked defense, even the deeper bench guys getting in on the fun, and it's off on Jamal Murray. As Jonah Bolden, that was really his first extended time on the court here in the playoffs, and he makes the best of it. And Richaun Holmes, he made a 3 in the Portland series, but I think that was just an anomaly. He's shooting 22% for his career as Jokic puts Holmes on a poster. No good on the free throw. And Kately forces up another one. We gotta be a lot more methodical on offense right now. Just can't leave the door cracked for Denver at all. And here's Jamal Murray with a step inside the 3-point arc, and he gets it to drop. And there's Kately cutting baseline. He puts it down. Tough game for him, but it's good to see him still making a few shots here and there. Yeah, that's a good comparison, man. The Heat were very flat on offense and defense, and the Nuggets sharing a lot of same characteristics as Miami in that Game 6 loss. Why is AD pulling that? Never mind. Anthony Davis, oh man, I love to be his teammate so much. Such a luxury to have him on your side of things. Really was not expecting to blow out the Nuggets here in this game. As Anthony Davis doing it on both sides of the court. Try to lob that in there to Kate Lee. Forcing that one in there. And look at me, not following my own advice. I just said we got to be methodical and take our time. And here I am forcing passes into coverage. This one I have a lane, but I'll just reset. Kate Lee's tired. Does he have one in him? Not quite. And here's Will Barton. Haven't said his name out all today, but there's his first basket with me on the court. Hey Barton, why are you celebrating though? Come on, you're down 15. Can't wait to see Anthony Davis' stats in the ball game today. There's a nice pass inside to him. Ever since game 1 of the Portland series, I've made an effort to try to get him the ball whenever I can. Markieff Morris finishes off the jam as the Nuggets continue to just play for pride here. Here comes a screen across the paint. I'm getting hooked, but I find a bit of space. I want to drop this one off, but I threw that way too late. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I'm trying to set a screen, but Barton's not letting me get any space as Hart barely misses the circus 3. $60 seconds to play here in game 1 as your Pelicans are going to have a 1-0 series lead here in the conference semifinals. The winner of this, nice move by Jokic, the winner of this series between, why am I stuttering so much today? Goodness gracious. Not one of my best commentary days, but the winner of this series will be facing the Mavericks or the Lakers. So either way, we're guaranteed another playoff series against one of our hometown friends. Lead is 13 with 30 seconds to go. Here's Jamal Murray resetting the offense. Dishing it inside to Jokic, just off the mark. And with 13 seconds left, your Pelicans are going to dribble out the clock, putting their best foot forward here. Take a 1-0 series lead in our first game in the series past the first round. We take the dub 107-94. There we go. That's how we started off, everybody. There's points where we look like championship contending teams, you know, especially when we get Aaron Cayley and Josh Hart going. And let's see what Anthony Davis had on the night. Anthony Davis with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. The unibrow with another great night. I'm sure he shot well from the field too. Yeah, only missing 4 attempts in the series. Kate Lee had 20 points per game, or my commentary skills tonight are terrible. Jeez. Kate Lee had 20 points in the closeout game versus Portland, but tonight it was Josh Hart stepping up with 20. Played 31 minutes. Had 14 points, chipping in 15 assists as I continue to lead all players in the playoffs in assists per game by a wide margin. Responsible for 47 points total. Kately 5 of 17, but how was his defense on Gary Harris? Very good. Only 4 of 9 for him. Marcos Luzada Silva continuing to step up despite Aaron Kately being hot one night and cold the other. Jonah Bolden coming out of nowhere tonight. The former 76er getting it done on both sides. 11, 6, 2 blocks, and a very nice lob he threw down. 18 rebounds for Rashawn Holmes. I wonder what his career high is. There he goes. He sets a new career high in rebounds tonight. 18 assists, 2 blocks. Can't ask for much better for Holmes. Nikola Mirotic chipping in a few baskets along with Antetokounmpo. And looking at the Nuggets real quick before I let you guys get out of here. 27 and 19 for Jokic. I still feel like Holmes did a good job on him. In the first half, he was almost a non-factor. Actually, I got that wrong. He did have a double-double in the first half. But he started the game off really slow. Juan Hernan-Gomez was 17, 4 and 4. My matchup, Jamal Murray, had 15, only 3 assists, under 50% shooting. Gary Harris, not much. Alex Len, pretty good job off the bench. And Markieff Morris and Paul Millsap combining for only 7 points. 3 of 16 from the floor. Can't ask for much better performance here in game 1. So, real quick before I let you guys get out of here, I'm going to end the stream here. Going 2 hours strong at this point. Thank you guys so much for coming out. But before I let you guys get out of here, we're going to take a look and see who will be victorious in game 1. Yeah, really, I agree with you there, Jaden. Denver just came out flat for the first 2-3 quarters, and it just made it hard to keep up, especially with our offense just playing so well. So, Simcast, game 1. Lakers and Mavericks. We're going to see who takes a series lead. And the Lakers, at home here in game 1, they got out to a big start, but Dallas making it close. Here at halftime, LeBron's got 15. Where is Ferran? Only played 8 minutes, only 1 assist at halftime, 3 fouls, so I'm sure he was in some foul trouble. That was probably part of the reason. And for Dallas, Porzingis on his way to another triple-double. Deshaun with 10 points. We continue the simulation. Lakers take a double-digit lead to begin the 4th quarter. They exchange threes. Lakers stay hot, but the Mavericks are clawing their way back into the game. 10-point game with 1:51 left to play, and I think that's all she wrote for game 1. Lakers continue to hit their free throws down the stretch, and it is a 123-107 victory. LeBron with 33, 8, 7, filling up the stat sheet. JaVale McGee, who is playing a little bit dinged up, or at least he was at the beginning of the playoffs. I think he might be healthy now. Yeah, he's healthy now, so he starts. Yeah, this was let's see, how many games has he played? Yeah, this was his first appearance in the playoffs this year. 20 points for JaVale McGee. Rui Hachimura with 20. Great offensive day, even though Ferran was held to only 24 minutes played. He still put up 13 and 8 assists. Great job from Ferran there in game 1. And let's see, I think that'll do it for now. Miami takes the first game. I'll be very surprised if Philadelphia loses to Miami, because the 2K sim engine seems to be very favoritive to the 76ers. So anyway, I'm going to end the live stream here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. The Pelicans and the Nuggets, expect another video soon recapping the rest of this series. And then say if it goes to a game 7, I'll probably be live streaming that too as well. Lakers are up 1-0 on Dallas, as I feel like they're the favorites here to play us in the conference finals if we can pull out this series against the Nuggets. Quick look at all the stats for the teams, at least for our team. I'm down below 20 points per game, but still above 50% shooting. 14 assists. Davis with 23 and 11. And I'm leading the NBA in a wide margin of assists per game. So thank you guys. One last thank you for coming out today. Had a lot of fun doing this. I'm about to go watch some college football. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Expect a UT Martin series video soon, and short after I'll have this edited. If you missed the live stream, I'll have this edited. I'll have that posted soon, and then the rest of the Nugget series up soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and as always, stay tuned.